We're dropping a lot of frames. Well, actually, not that many. Let's see. I do have it up. Yeah, I do. Okay. Make sure I have my mic on. Are we online? Are we offline? Oh, looks like we're online. Okay. I can't tell if it's a little blurry or not. It looks like we're fine. Let me pull up Maya. At least as far as I can tell. Who knows? I could just be completely wrong. But it looks like everything's going alright. Well, that's good. That makes me happy. So let me go ahead and get the... and we got a buffering. And we got buffering going on. Why do we got buffering going on? No, it actually looks like it's fine. Okay. So let me open up Twitter. Gotta get the tweets out. All the issue faster than I thought. At text quest game dev stream starts now. And I gotta copy everything over there because I forgot to do that. And then, of course, as always, come watch. Okay. So, this is going to be an interesting test. Well, actually, let me start off like I normally do. Hello, everyone. This is Chris Ingerson. It is December 15th, and this is the December 15th TextQuest Dev Stream. So, all this technical shenanigans that I was trying to do is I'm trying out OBS, which is a different streaming software than what I used before. I used XSplit before. And I thought it would be good to test out OBS, see if I like it. At the very least, it lets me stream in high quality, actual HD 1080p as opposed to 720. Unfortunately, it's really, really hard for me to tell if that's what it's actually streaming on Twitch. And I'm kind of curious. And I thought okay, good. Making sure that it's actually picking up my voice. So this will be a fun little exercise for all of us. Yeah, hopefully this works. I'll try it out a couple more streams, at least until I get feedback saying yes, it's good or no, it's not. Because I would like to, produce as high quality video as I can. So if I can do 1080p over 720, then that's good. I'm not going to go all the way to 60 FPS because that's admittedly just insane amounts of detail for a non-video game movie. Although it is a video about a video game, but anyway. So that's going to be something I'm going to be experimenting with some more, and hopefully it ends up working out well for everyone. But I was hoping I would have more time to mess with it before the stream, but I had to install a new SSD into my computer, and that took me longer than I expected. So anyway, we can go ahead and get started, and that would be Steam installing a game so I could test my new SSD. So it's Tuesday, which means texturing, and let me open up recent files, Nightmare Ruins, and I guess I should actually go ahead and open up Unity to show you what the current scene looks like. So I got a lot of stuff modeled out over the past couple of days, made a couple of new textures, and I believe I currently lit the scene as well. And we can turn our arena back on, so I can actually work on it. I can turn off my caves though. All right. Gonna need to make sure that my chat isn't covered up. So there's that, and here's the actual TextQuest build. Gonna have to get rid of that other one. But yeah, I textured a lot. I textured everything except for the arena, actually. And admittedly, some of it's pretty lazy. So we're going to end up retexturing the walls for this building. Probably end up retexturing the walls for these buildings. Actually, we might end up just remaking that wall texture because it's fairly basic. But once Unity boots up, we'll actually be able to walk around inside the level and take a look at it. And make sure that everything actually looks right. But for now, everything is actually textured. Except for the things that we have not actually worked on yet. And we're going to need to actually redo a texture for this too, aren't we? We're going to need to make a custom texture for this. That might be a good thing to start on tonight. Actually, not start on. We could finish that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and open up Illustrator so I can open up 10 programs all at once. Why not? Actually, that's probably not even putting a dent in the CPU. So let's go to recent files. Do I have anything? Magma inscription, great, marble. No, I don't really have anything. So let's go ahead and navigate to everything. Game development, Unity, text quest, and art textures. Let's go to here because we always have 10,000 things that we need to do. So actually, I should have done this. Art, substance, environment, underground, magma river, and then get our wonderful model area set up. So models, underground, magma river. This down. I love having 7 windows that I have to have open just to actually mess with art assets. So scenes and source images. And while everything's compiling, so it's all fun. We get to watch a lot of progress bars. So let's see. We're going to environment, underground, magma river. Okay, so now we got all of those set up. We're going to go ahead and get started on, I think, a new texture for these steps, just because the current step texture is pretty terrible, actually. You can see here on the side that we don't have any good texture for it. It's not even got words on it, so we need to redo that. And I'm a little worried because I'm worried that it might mean that we need to redo the faces, because right now they're using the least amount of faces possible, so 1 quad for each step. But we might have to go sort of a slicing approach, so that we go vertically down every step and then horizontally down each step, which would require more. I mean, I could do this by hand really fast, which would probably be what we do tonight. And then on Thursday, we might take a look at adding some extra features to the stair generation tool, because this was made with the stair generation tool we wrote a while ago. Okay, so it looks like everything's actually opened up, and we can actually see everything. So this is currently how the scene looks right now, and it's gonna end up changing because we obviously have to have one better light map baking, because this. Oh right, I forgot I added. Oh, hold on. Forgot about that. Magma fountain. Let's see. Let's open this up. Magma rail, magma lift. Let's delete this. Don't need that. And let's move our hero to be in there instead. And let's turn you on. So, like I said a while ago, I was working on this for one of my graduate courses. I made the final for that course, this entire scene, just so that I could have an excuse to work on it. What is going on here? Right, the parenting. I forgot about that. Gotta move my spawn point. Turn this on. Alright. Forgot that it snaps me. Alright. So let me move this all the way over here. Hit F. And there we go. So that should be exactly where I want it to be, and oh, that's interesting. Really? Well, I should be parented to this object, but it's not doing it for some reason. So yeah, our light map bake did not go well for this area. You can see it's really dark. And I'm going to have to use light probes for this lift because it's not set up right now. So it just shines like the light inside the dark cave. But the rest of the level is actually light mapped pretty well, and the textures came out pretty good. Our lava animations are a little slow and choppy, but that's because we're in the editor. So everything ends up looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The parapets took forever to texture. They look nice, but God, they took hours just because of how long they were. They're really, really long. There's a huge amount of surface area. I'll just say that. Oh, and I've also added lava sound effects. And I found a good way to actually texture the caves. So actually, let me run back up there. So if you watch the stream before, you'll know that I was having trouble projecting the texture for the caves because it's a dome, and domes are always weird when you're projecting textures. So I actually ended up laying out all of the, or not laying out, I unfolded all of the UVs. So each UV is sort of straight on as best it can be. And it ends up giving you this really, really weird curve crescent sort of thing. But it looks really, really nice. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Although I'm really, really sad about how easy it is to see the pattern in each texture tile. I'm sure that I'll never be able to get that to look right. But for the time being, it actually ends up looking pretty good. There's no noticeable... I mean, you can see the obvious creases, because that's where the mesh bends. But aside from that, there's no distortion on the texture itself. Everything looks nice and even all the way up. So, anyway. We can go ahead and go around here. Looks like it came off weird. So yeah, all the parapets are textured fully. They're actually UV'd properly. I went back and I had to... Well, I'll show you that in Maya, I guess. I had to add a sort of subsection to each one of the joints of a parapet so that we could get a nicer spread and allow me to control it a little bit more. That's why you have this... you'll always have this straight line of mortar at each one of the corners. Let's see. And that's just to make sure that everything gets nice and spaced out correctly. Got our semi-transparent window, which I think came out pretty well. Our doors, I feel, came out a little dark. And I do think that the... It's hard to tell if the light map is good enough, honestly, because I'm getting artifacts, but I don't know if that's because of the door texture or if that's because my light map resolution is too low, which it shouldn't be because light map resolution is set to be 2048. Of course, that's the Atlas size, so it could be that I need to actually up the Texel size, or Texel amount. But anyway. Oh yeah, and if you're paying attention to the audio, which hopefully is not drowning out my voice, because I know how much you all love that. The audio right now is actually centralized. It's not volumetric. So, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I actually like how that came out. So as I get closer to the center, it's going to start sound. It's going to be louder because I was just lazy and put a basic audio source in the center of the scene. Hello, Nun Superior. Yeah, the audio is okay, but the problem is, so you can hear it right now. It's coming from the right. Well, if you have speakers or headphones and are listening and can hear the stereo side of it, the audio is all coming from the right side because the audio source is located in the center of this area. But we don't actually want that. We want the audio to be coming from below us at all times. Because the lava is below us. It's not just like in the middle of town. So I'm going to look into a sort of an area effect. I haven't hooked it into Sector yet. That's actually going to be the next step that I do. We might actually do that later this week. Not tonight, because tonight's about texturing. But I haven't actually messed with Sector's audio stuff yet. I keep saying that I need to do it, and I think I'm just going to hunker down this week and be like, yeah, no, this is the time to do it. So I'll do it either tomorrow or Thursday night, just because I'm sure that it's going to be really, really nice. Well, I hope it's really, really nice. And then these are just sort of placeholder obelisks. And all of that. But I just sort of shoved this center area in for the art final that I had to do, but everything else is semi-correct. Oh, and fun fact, these mosaics, they actually look pretty good, but I really need to tweak the colors on them, because they're kind of odd. I mean, mosaics themselves are always kind of weird, but then you get stuff like, I'm getting, I guess color bleeding would be the best way to describe it. or if the colors are too dark, I actually had to adjust these the background color for this mosaic because it was too dark. If it's too dark, you can't even see the tiles. It just sort of blends into the black background. Um, so we might actually take a look at that today as well. Probably not going to do anything too crazy with it, but you can see that we're getting some sort of breaks in the pixels here, and that's because I think the mask is incorrect. Maybe. It's hard for me to say. It looks that way, but it doesn't look like that in the Substance Designer or Substance Player. So I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else. New textures are actually maybe the mosaic. I don't know if you guys. I don't think I showed you guys the mosaic before because I did that after the stream last week. Let's see. Got all of our pillars textured, base, and capitals. So, fun bit of architectural trivia if you don't know. The base of a pillar is called the base, and the top of a pillar, where it extends outwards, is called the capital. So now you can beat your friends and family in Trivial Pursuit. And yeah, for some reason this came out really, really dark. I don't know why. I don't have a lantern either, which makes me sad. We'll look at this texture in Maya, or in Substance actually, so you can see it more appropriately. But this is just sort of a marble tiling on the ground here. Got all of our doors in here. Got the gold trim. My only concern with this is that some of these textures don't really look that good without a light source next to them. So if you have a lantern or something, these will look pretty nice. But if you just have the ambient light baking, it's not that great. It works, don't get me wrong. It's obviously still... I stylized it enough where it's not going to be a problem, but it doesn't... It's not as good as I would like it to be. It has to be perfect. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah, and then we have our inscription up here, which is probably going to need to be reworked a bit because there's no background text. Sort of like what we did originally with our relief marble. But it says Populus Fecit. I think Fecit. Fecit. It's Latin. And it's just, I think it means made, or the people made, something like that. I don't know. I did a quick search to try and get everything set up. It's a homage to, or not an homage, it's a reference to the inscription on top of the Pantheon. I think that's all the textures that I did off the stream, so you guys should be caught up now. And I'm sure I've already talked about this. I took out this building because I wanted to have a nice view of the distance, because I'm planning on sticking a lava fall right out there. Just a massive magma fall. That will be nice. Oh yeah, and Gun Superior, while I have you, can you tell me if the stream quality is any better or worse? I mean, obviously not the content because, you know, that's just me. But is like the video quality better? Audio quality different or whatever? I'm trying OBS now. I'd like to know if that's preferable over XSplit for people. Yeah, okay, so I think that's a pretty good place to stop. Need to figure out why that's... I bet... I'll get that later. So, let's see. So that's the, oh no, that's just because I made it the texture. Hold on. So if I open up this, let's go to magma marble tile. Here we go. So this is that marble tile that I made. And I think it's originally black, but I changed the background to be white because the black was too hard to see. But all of that's tweakable, unfortunately. And I think I ended up making it a little bit more yellow to try and match the gold sort of aesthetic of the doors. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm broadcasting at 1080p since OBS doesn't charge for it. So that's good. That was one of my main concerns was text, actually. Because I looked at a couple of my older streams and I'm like, I can't read what I'm typing. That is not good. Is audio any different, or is that basically the same? I don't know what the capabilities are between the two of them, honestly. I assume that that won't be too different. So, but that's what that, I think I ended up putting this at 0.25. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 0.75. That's a little bit more off. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to stick with OBS then from now on. Because, yeah, I mean, the capability of streaming in 1080p is just a huge boon over 720. And, it's free. Okay. Well, if you don't notice any difference, then that means that it's at least equal or close to being equal. So, eh. So audio is fine. Video is much better from what I can tell. And I'll be experimenting with this to try and get more plugins, I guess. I don't know. Pretty terrible at this when it comes down to it. At 1024, that looks pretty nice actually. Of course it was. I wouldn't have used it if I couldn't if I didn't think it looked right. Um, but that's good that that everything seems to be at least better visually. So, um, okay. So what are we gonna do today? Oh, we can take a look at the mosaic textures. Let's go back here. So magma mosaic, I believe is what I called it. So this is the mosaic texture as it exists inside Substance Player. Now, you might notice that I went crazy with the colors, which I'm sure is not very performant when it's loading it. Actually, I'm 90% sure that it's not. But currently it supports up to 8 different mosaics. Each color can be customized, so I could say, change this to be red, change this to be green, because we're fashion forward like that. Change this to be blue. Oh, that's right. There we go. So we can change everything from the mortar to the tiles to the mosaic word itself. You can see that's just our normal map actually. But each mosaic has that customizability. This is also one of the few, or not one of the few. Well, it is one of the few textures I've made in Substance that uses a height map. My only problem with it is that this height map doesn't look like it's doing anything inside of Substance, but when you bring it into Unity, it does. So if I were to look at, come out over here, just come over here, and that's really, really dark, so it's really hard to see. I'm just going to turn off my light for the time being. So you can see the height actually showing up here. And if I were to adjust this, I can get really, really extreme height effects. Wow, that's really weird. And at the same time, we have our height here. So Unity has a height strength, I believe is what this is. That's super weird. Huh. So height is just a visual. Huh. It's not tessellation. I guess that makes sense. Maybe I should look at tessellation. That'd be crazy. Why would I need tessellation for this? That would be really funny, actually. Turn on advanced NVIDIA tessellation features. Anyway, so we have an offset or a height strength of 0 to 1. 0 meaning it's completely flat. Okay. I guess there's just a random streambot thing. Anyway, so a height of 0 means that it's completely flat, while a height of 1 will actually make things pop. So you can see that it looks like our mosaics are actually coming out of our texture. So I'll show you again. So that's flat, and this is with height on. And it's not perfect, but it works pretty well. I do wonder if that's what's causing some of these artifacts. So you can see that we're getting some sort of like pixel discoloration here. And I don't know if that's... here, let me turn this down to 0. No? I think that's just something with Substance, honestly. It's very strange. So if I like turn this up to 2048, will that get rid of it? Not really. So I guess Substance just inherently, when it's calculating these textures, there's something wrong with it. It could be the way that it's trying to store the textures. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I don't like how you can see these sort of off color pixels on the textures that shouldn't be there. Um, but anyway, so this is one of the first materials I've used in Substance Designer that's actually using a height map. So that was interesting. And I will show you guys the oh boy, I will show you the SBS file for that. This thing took me like 4 hours to figure out a organized way to do this. Because it is terribly complex. Actually, no, it's not terribly complex. It's just, there's a lot of it. And it gets really messy really fast. So you can see that we have this massive graph here. And all of it really, all it's really doing is just masking things. So we're doing a lot of masks. So we have our basic mask here. That's just saying we want to use this front color. This is our tile texture. We combine everything together. And that gives us that. However, we don't just want the we don't just want a flat tiling texture over a flat background. We have to have a different offset for each one of our tiles to make our mosaic actually look like there's different mosaic pieces. Because if we didn't do that, then it would just look like they were colored, not painted. Or it would just look like they were sort of like a original one single surface and they were painted over, as opposed to being actual separate pieces of a of glass or whatever tiling. So there's just a bunch of that all being parsed out through the same exact, well, the same mask with a slight offset to provide background colors. And then all of that eventually feeds into this, which is all of the textures together. And then that outputs to there. Oh man, it was a nightmare to do this. And then we have our, I believe this, no, this is our height map, I think. Yeah, our height map is originally set to 0, then we can adjust it. But yeah, there's, oh man, it's nightmarish to try and do things with this. Maybe it's our roughness, that's why it's doing it. Yeah, who knows? It's hard to say. On the bright side, I did end up making some nice overlay materials, or overlay substances. So I actually made a custom node that allows me to do quick overlay effects. So if I wanted to, I could actually do something like this to give it more of a sort of, what am I thinking of? Stained glass look. But that was just something fun that I came up with while I was working on this. So anyway, we can close this. Let's not save any changes because there's nothing really to change there. And then let's go ahead and close this. Alright, so, oh, interesting, it looks like it caches it. So, let's go to Illustrator, and let's go ahead and open up a texture. So we want magma. You know what, let's do the inscription real quick, because this is fast and easy. I'll go ahead and open that up in Substance as well. Recent packages, magma inscription, right there, how convenient. So this was fairly basic. It was using a sort of marbling effect similar to what we used for the relief, but I didn't do a good job because I did not have a background text. It's just the single. Where is it? There's a mask here. It's just this single mask basically, but that's not adequate. So we're gonna need background text for this as well. So we're going to need another mask. That's going to be main inscription. Move all this stuff up here. Alright, so let's duplicate this. I'll just say background text. Move this up here, turn this off, lock it. Alright. So this one shouldn't be too long or too difficult for us to do. All right. So we're going to want, of course, it's going to default to Myriad Pro. And, everything is wrong. So, marble. Let's get rid of our spaces. Oh, wow, that worked out great. Well, almost great. Space it out to 10 more than normal. Okay. So now they're really, really close to being tiled properly. Yep, that looks about right. All right. So now, let's get rid of this. And all we're going to do is we're just going to copy this and paste it all the way down to the bottom. I think we could also offset this. Why did that not offset anything? That's very strange to me. Come on. Ah, because it was, yeah, okay. It was being difficult. And of course. So let's go ahead and go row by row. There we go. Wow, that worked out really, really great. Normally things don't work out that well. Alright. So we can just grab this, move it up slightly. Alright. So let's go ahead and let's invert these colors real quick. Alright. Alright. Let's save this out. Let's save it as an SVG. Mask BG text. Ah, crap. I forgot to delete this. Hold on. Delete that. Let's try that again. Save that. Yes. Let's replace it. Okay. So now let's go back here. Right click, link, vector graphics, magma, inscription, I believe. Open. Alright. Drag this in, make it a grayscale image. Alright. This is going to be fun. How are we going to do this? We are not going to change our normal map at all. I think we're just going to leave it as is and have, well, actually, not sure I like that. So why would I do that? No, I know. That makes sense. Yeah, we're just going to leave it as is, I think, and have this background text be more of a color difference than a sort of physical difference. Because it should be more like the actual marble design as opposed to something that was deliberately chiseled into the stone. So let's go ahead and move these guys up here. And let's space things out a little bit more again. I think I tried to keep the outputs close together, but there's no real reason for me to do so. I think it makes more sense for me to try and space them apart. So let me move this down by 1. Move that down. Alright. So now, go ahead and stick a blend node in there. Oh, attach that. And let's go ahead and make that. Cool. And the, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Stick a transformation 2D node in here. Why are you... okay, no, that's fine. Let's put this here. have another blend node. Except, crap. That's going to have to be last. Let's go ahead and do this. Except, hold on. This is going to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. And this is going to be an offset. Just do like 0.25. Oh, come on. Transformation 2Ds always make it very difficult for me to focus on this. I'm still getting used to the whole transformation 2D thing. I've been trying to use more of the advanced stuff in Substance, but it's very hard to do so. You don't have excellent documentation. Like, okay, so if I do like 0.25. Doesn't look like that's enough of a difference, actually. It's not. By the way, train's coming by. Okay, so I can't just move the... I was originally just going to shift the design over a little bit and then reattach it back in, but I don't think that that's enough. So I'm going to need I'm going to need a different noise for the magma text background. Let's see. So this original background is a ground map 009. Okay. Let's see, bitmap. Interesting. So what would be a good text texture for this? Let's see. We could try this, maybe. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. It looks a little too brushy for my tastes, but let's see. Let's do blend. Actually, I don't need to blend. I can just plug it right in there, can't I? That's problematic. I'm going to need a grayscale value, because of course I will. Crap. That's the other reason I wanted to do it that way. Oops. So I'm gonna need color. Hooray. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Background, color, there, and then now we can blend these two guys together. Blend. Background, foreground, mask. So that gives us that. Feed you into there. And that gives us that. Alright, that's not too bad. The only thing is we're going to move you to there, move you to here, and we're going to move you to there. So I'm going to space these guys out a little bit better. Move you guys to there, move you to there. Let's try moving you to here, and these guys are off center. About there. Okay. So it looks like everything's lined up properly. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy way out here because he doesn't need to be that close. Okay. I think that solves all of our problems, actually. Now everything actually looks appropriate. It's a little harder to tell, honestly. I'll have to plug this into Substance Player, I think, to get a full view of it. But I think that's actually working pretty well. So let me go ahead and save that. I got all the information in there already. Good, I do. Except I need to change this text color. Apparently I didn't label these properly. Base color and accent color. save. Let's take a look at this in Substance Player. Not bad. It's faded, which is what I want. I don't want it to stand out too much. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 1024. Let's see. Scale this over a little bit. Make it a little bit larger. I like it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 2048. So that we can really get in there and see the cracks. I like it. As long as I'd like it to be legible, but not overtly legible, so that it makes reading Populus Facete difficult. Okay, that would be my cat meowing at me. Yes, I see you, cat. Okay. So that looks good. I'm going to re-export that after. Almost forgot. Gotta frame everything up. So frame. Didn't do it at the time because I was kind of short for time and I was blasting through these textures. So let's go ahead. Let's grab you to here, you to here. So actually, basically all of these guys. Except let's move you over here. Add frame. Ugh, I hate it when that happens. Let's grab that. Let's move these guys down here because they're not doing anything special. Alright, let's move you down one whole thing. Call you normal. Called the one up above normal, didn't I? Yep, except that's color. And let's make it green. So 130 and 50. Mark these two guys as masks. Make them red. Alright, got our main areas. Nice. Actually, I probably should make that. There. Alright, so now we can go ahead and export that again. Hit save. Nice. And go into Unity real quick. Substance. Show and Explorer. Go ahead and pull this over to the left because that way I can actually move things around pretty quickly. Pull up this. So we just adjusted magma inscription. Drag that over here. Replace file. We should notice a change over here. There we go. Let's take a look at it. Ah, right. I forgot I'm going to start back here. Ah, dang it. Why does it make me move like this? Hold on. I would like to test something. Where am I? Yeah, I'm right there. Dang. It must be... Huh. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Turn that off. Sorry, this is a pretty important issue further on down the line, so I hope it's something important or easy. Yay! So, it's nice. I move smoothly with the lift, which is what I wanted. Okay. I also got to change these ground tiles so that they're metal. So let's run all the way over here. We'll take a look at it. Give you some fun trivia on the way. This is the roof of all of the buildings, and it has what are called imbrexes and tegulas, which I might have talked about on the last stream, actually. But imbrexes and tegulas are the tiles that you think of whenever you think of Roman housing. Oh, I need to adjust the anisotropic filtering. So, yeah, I like it. It just adds a little bit nicer texture to it, so it's not just couple of words on a solid marble background. It's actually a couple of words over other words that say marble on a marble background. It's all about subtlety. Ah, but a marble break is pretty bad. Okay, so we're going to need to redo some of the textures, actually. And apparently my lava loop has a pretty obvious start and end. That's pretty terrible. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Just need some minor UVing, and then we'll be fine. So let's go over here. And actually, let's open this up. Magma inscription. I'm gonna have to print off the color for it again. So export as bitmap. Make it a PNG. Only export base color. Export. Close. All right. Oh right, I forgot. I need to actually put it in source images. Magma inscription base color. Place file and destination. There we go. So you can see that it's not quite perfect. Let's go over here. So here's our current UV layout. That's a little annoying. So let's go to face. Select that. Let's move it down. Can't really do that very well, can I? Oof. Dang it. Yeah, I would have to. I guess we'll just leave it there for now. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and say. So. Okay. Let's go over here. Right about there, I think we'll be fine. And let's check over to the left. So that's partially on the A, which is just great. So okay. Hold on. There we go. And we're gonna have to move it up. Right about there. Except not right there. Got to tweak it just a little bit. You can see that we're not quite lined up all the way, and we've also got to go the other way. So right about there. Perfect. Ah! No one can tell the difference. Except that's a lie. I bet everyone can. But for the most part, it looks fine. So let's go to object mode. Move this back over to the left. So I can actually see what I'm doing. So we get marble, 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 marble. Okay, not crazy about that. It's a pretty sudden shift in color. Okay, let me try this one more time. So I'm just going to keep that over there, and we're going to adjust it slightly on the left side. So our problem is that the white is too much, or it's too bright. We want to go to a darker E, I think. So could we lower this to like there, and have that work? Oh, yes, I think that works It's not perfect, but I think it works better. You're probably not gonna be able to notice that in the game. So that should be fine. That's certainly better than what it was. Okay, so there's the magma inscription, updated and looking nice. Let's see, what else do we have? Ah, we need to do our actual steps, like I said I was going to do. So let's close this. Okay, we can close that now. Let's go ahead and open up magma, hall blocks, magma marble table, art tile, magma metal tile, mosaic. Which, oh god, the Mosaic. Oh, the textures for the Mosaic took forever to do. Magma overlook edging, I believe, is what I want. Okay. So we're going to copy this, sort of. Um, except this is going to be fun. So let's get rid of, actually before we do that, let's go ahead and save this out. And call this Magma Staircase. Is that all we want to call it? I suppose stairs is fine. Magma stairs. Let's call it magma marble stairs, actually. So these will be marble instead of pumice, like the other steps are. So magma marble stairs. Hit OK. Yes, that's all fine. Okay, so let's delete our masks. Let's delete our normal. All right. We're gonna get rid of everything except for exposed, or except for stairs, basically. So let's delete that. Oh, it's locked, of course. Let's delete that again. Okay. How are we gonna do this? So, there are a couple of ways that we could do this. One is well, I think we could separate this out into two distinct steps, quote unquote, or stairs. Yes, I see you, cat. I don't know how well that would work. So I could adjust this. Let me move this up to here. Really, our background, of course, is not part of that because it doesn't want to be. Okay. So we have this as our horizontal portion, and then we sort of repeat this for a while, and then we will. Let's lock this background one. I'm not crazy about that. I call this row one. Move this. So tell me how high that is. Oh, its width is almost 128. Almost 128. Well, that's terrible. Really. I'm going to move that real quick. 1, 2. There we go. So let me grab all of these guys. All of these guys. Bah! Height, I guess, is going to be 96. Why did it do that? Because I did 996, not 96. Okay. Let me select all these guys again. Alright. So those are the correct size now. And then if I say select row 1, hooray, 128. That makes it very easy to actually duplicate these and just move them around, because 128 is a power of 2, which means that eventually all of the rows will add up to 1024, which is this texture size. So we can duplicate row 1, call it row 2, get rid of text copy, and get rid of all this crap. Let's lock row 1. Let's move it above that. Let's select row 2. And we'll move it down. Alright. I'm not crazy about having these things all separated, but I guess it's okay. So, So normally I would say we could stagger these. So there wouldn't be stone, 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 stone all the way down on that first one. It would be stone, then stone and step, sort of offset, um, sort of like this. That's probably still fine. Just means that I have to add that to the left and to the right. Of course I do. Um, yeah, okay, we can do that. All right. So let's see. How wide are you? You are 8. Let's make you 16. And let's add 8 to your position. So, let's go to text. Wow, that is perfect. Except we're going to go ahead and type stone. Okay. So the side of the S is touching the border in both of these cases. That is perfect. So we can just go ahead and snap this. Let's go ahead and go all the way out to here. We're never going to have to go past that, I don't think. So we should be fine. Okay. We might as well actually just go a little bit further. And then have another going all the way down here. Height of 8. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect in every way. Move this out a little bit more. And one more. And I think one more was enough. Yep. Perfect. All right. So now we can go ahead and first save, then duplicate row 2, call it row 3. Row 2 up, lock row 2, select row 3. Move this back down. Position it so that it's right here. Yeah, no, that's about what we need, actually. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and put that there. It's a little high up, too. Second. All right. And we need one more row. Let's duplicate row 3. That up. Call it row 4. Lock row 3. Select row 4. Move it down. And I don't know where a good spot for this is. Let's get creative here. I don't want to do that. We can do that. That's fine. Okay. So that is our first staircase, and then we'll basically duplicate this whole thing. So let me unlock these. It's out of parent layer. Call it stair 1. Move this up, move it to there. Select that, fold these in, lock it, and boom. That's basically stair 1. So let's call this one stair 1. Move path 1 into that. Grab this, and we're just going to stretch this all the way down to about. That's fine. So there we go. That's affecting our entire staircase now. Oh, all right. Thanks for stopping by, Nunspirier. Have a good night. And where were we? Right. So we're going to duplicate this. So we have stair 1. Let's Let's go ahead and say right click, or not right click, duplicate stair 1. Let's lock stair 1. Let's call this stair 2. Rid of the copy crap. Oh, yeah. I forgot to get rid of copy. Come on, work with me here. Well, while I'm doing this, don't think there's anything exciting going on in the game world, is there? I guess Xenoblade came out, but aside from that, I don't think anything too exciting. Yep, there we go. That's where I stopped doing it. I haven't gotten it yet. Don't know when I'm going to get it. I'm sure I will eventually. I liked Xenoblade Chronicles. Just for its magnificent voice cast. Well, villain voice cast, because seriously, British people can always sound evil. And when you just have a main character, or a main villain going, Monado boy! It sounds so... it's great. It's a very, very good game. Combat's a little weird. Took a lot of getting used to because it's automated, sort of. So you don't tell the main character to attack, it just attacks automatically. So you just sort of run up and stand next to the enemy and you automatically attack them. So you can control where you go freely, but you just don't tell them when to swing. It's kind of weird. So let me think. So I'm thinking the top here is going to be pumice, similar to the other stone steps, and the bottom's going to be marble. That's what I'm thinking. Do I want to do marble, or not marble, pumice? Because we already have it for our overlook area, so I feel like I shouldn't make it again. I think... Let's see, there's marble. I could just make basic stone steps, maybe? It's hard to say. Maybe wood stairs instead, so wood and marble. That would probably be good. I could certainly see it being good. So it's always nice to have wood stairs in a highly... No, metal! Metal stairs. Everything should be metal. Because wood is a liability when you're 5 feet over lava. So everything should be metal. Okay. So we'll have metal stairs. METAL. Hooray! I won't have to change anything. I will for marble, though. Because it's slightly too wide. Okay, so let's rename stair 1 to metal stairs. Let's rename this to metal stairs. You know what? Let's go ahead and select this. Okay, so that's the size that I was expecting. So let's duplicate this. Oh wait, let's set its. No, that works perfectly. Okay, so let me duplicate metal stairs. Call this marble stairs, not stairs. Stairs. Let's lock metal stairs. Select marble stairs, and let's set its Y to be plus 512. I love that. I love when editor programs let you do that, do math equations inside the fields. It's much easier than trying to calculate it out in your head. And much faster. Because I am not a computer. I am not that smart. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Now I'm sad. So, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds. See if you can spot the error. The obvious error that I made. I'm ashamed of myself. So, for my steps, for mortar in general, I usually leave a width or a height of 16. I have created a width of 16 for all of these steps. That's great. I added padding of 16 on each side of my steps for the above and below them. That would be fine if they were the only ones using it. However, I did not properly space them out vertically. So you can see that there's double the amount of space vertically between them as there is horizontal. That is not what we want. That is bad texturing. Shame. Shame on me. Sadness. Despair. So let's turn that off. Let's delete stairs 2 for now because I gotta fix stairs 1. Let's just go ahead and delete all the way through row. Let's delete everything but row 2. Because row 2 has at least the starts of things. So we can select this. Let's drag it all the way up here. Let's put it right there. Okay. So now, I need to change this so that this divide is not 16 high, but 8. Which means that its y is going to be minus 4, I believe. Correct? Yes. Same thing for this. We're going to have to say a height of 8. And then its y is going to be plus 4. So now, row 2 is... 16 short of 128. Sad. Well, not the end of the world. Excuse me. So what we can do is get all that, rename this row 1, and add a space because I like to make things clean. Select this. Let's move you way down here, then move you back up here. Great. So now we can start duplicating. So duplicate row 1, call it row 2. Select that, lock the first one, move this down. Just move this to about here. Move it left, left, left. Right about there. Perfect. Now let's duplicate row 2, call this row 3. Lock row 2. Let's grab this. Let's move it to be... That's a little too close. I'm going to suggest we move row 2 a little further left. Right about there. That's good. Okay, so let's select row 1, or select row 3. Let's move it slightly to the left. That's good. All right. And then we're going to duplicate row 3, call it row 4. Lock row 3. Let's move this one back down to about here. What would be good? Probably this, actually. Okay. So it's gonna have a little bit of an obvious zigzag pattern here. I'm not crazy about that. That was completely unintentional. I don't think there's a good way to stop that though. So, well, we'll just have to live with that. So we'll just leave this gap in the center here in case we want to add anything later, basically. So now we'll unlock all of these. Let's slide them into the correct position. Okay, now we can duplicate this. Call this marble stairs. And actually, before we do that, I guess it really wouldn't matter, but I forgot to get rid of the copies here. Because sometimes I get to be an insane person. Alright, all that's fine. So now we can duplicate metal stairs, call this marble stairs again. Oi. The copies. All this crap. Alright, get all this. Fold it up. Block metal stairs. Move it above marble stairs. Let's select our marble stairs area. Move it all the way down here. We're going to move it all the way so that it intersects with the bottom. Move this. Come on. Okay. Not working with me here. There we go. So that seems to be working just fine, which is good. For the sake of argument, this path is going to be 16, which means that its height is going to have to subtract 4. This height is going to need to be 16, which means that its height or position will need to add 4. I will need to, of course, select the entire row again for marble stairs, and move it up by 8. And we'll have to do the same for these guys. So let me get that, let me lock this, let me unlock that. Make this 16, make our height plus 4. Make this 16, and make our height 0. Alright. Come on, work with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And perfect. Alright, so let's unlock this, lock that. Let's turn this back on. Okay, so we're back to normal. So, this is going to be interesting. Metal stairs, huh? The question is, do I want to make it rusty metal? Like, zoom all the way out here. Like this? Or do I want to make it more of a sort of sleek iron style metal? Like, this. That just looks terrible. Are you sure that that's 1024? Wow, really? Must be the lighting. Anyway, so do I want to do that or rusty metal? I kind of lean towards nice metal, but it's I mean it's foot traffic. It's going to be rusted and scuffed up. It's not going to be scratched. Scratching happens to walls. Scuffs and tears and dirt happen to floors. So it makes sense for doors to be scratched because, wear and tear every day. But floors and staircases tend to get more soft cuts to them, not such extreme ones like the doors do. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead back to here. So I'm going to make it the rusted color. So let me open up magma metal tile. Open that up all the way. Let me grab the background color. Grab that. So let's make our metal stairs background that color. Very good. And our magma text. This is going to be interesting. I think we're not gonna have bolts. We're just gonna have the metal and step. So let's get this color. Stairs. Go to metal stairs. Row 1. Text. Yeah, I think that works. So grab all that. Select each one of these text. Set the color. Bam. All right. Okay. So there's our metal color. Oh, I almost forgot the divides. That would have been stupid of me. Text, our divides. Let's see. All right. Let's get this color. Hit all right. And let's get divides. Oh, right, because it's each one. I was like, why am I not seeing any divides? Divides. Color is going to be there. Ta-da! All right. So that seems to be working pretty well. And now we're going to need marble. Marble's going to be weird because that has to be color masked, basically. So this can be whatever color we friggin' want. So I'm going to make this white. And we can delete this. Let's lock that. Let's see if this works. I'd like it all to turn black. I don't think it's going to do it. No, it doesn't do it. Of course not. Crap, no, all of our text. Let's make it black. Get all of our divides. Make it black. Because the marble is going to be all color corrected stuff in substance anyway. Similar to what we've done for all the other marbles, so I don't need to color it really. I can just leave it as is. Oh, I do need to name it though. I do gotta change. That would have been a pretty terrible oversight on my part. Oh no, this is gonna suck. I didn't think about that. Ah, crap. M is a bad letter. Nobody likes M. You know why nobody likes M? Because M is the whitest character in the language. So you can see that it's bleeding into the E. Aye, great. So that makes me sad because that means that I'm going to have to offset my M. Go figure. 100. Nope. It's going to have to go like to 0. Yep. 0. And then 0. Now the reason that makes me sad is because it ruins my perfect alignment that I had going. So I could try to reduce these guys. Or maximize them, actually. I'd have to say like negative 200. It's close. Let's see. Nope. It's not. Dang it. so close, but it's not quite correct. That makes me so sad. Dang it. It's just slightly too far. Okay, so let me try 205. 205. 205. That's probably going to need to be way more than that. Oh, look at you. Holding out on me, huh? Wow. Okay. Put these back to 0. I guess I forgot to do one. Well, alrighty then. That's... Whew. I guess it wasn't as much of a problem as I thought. Well, that makes me happy. Let's delete you. Come on. Let's delete you. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this guy. Bring him back up to here. Let's see. Let's move you up to here. It's all fine. And then let's delete this guy. Okay. So, let's duplicate this. Put it down to here. This. Now I can at least get rid of everything that's obviously not metal. That makes my life easier. And then let's duplicate this. Move this down to here. Close all these guys. I don't need them anymore. There we go. So now we can go ahead. I hate it when it lines up like that. Alright. We delete stone step. There we go. Got all of our metal. It actually looks like metal. That's good. I might... Crap. Ah, dang it. Oh, good. I've been grabbing the wrong ones. Figures. So this goes all the way up to 2. This one goes to 3. This one goes down to 4. Okay. Let's move it to the right slightly. Just a little bit. Okay. Grab all that. Sweet. Let's save. Scroll down here. And let's begin this. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Marble. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm going to have to manually position these. Hooray. Just what I love to hear. Great. So let's delete that. Are you kidding me? Why did it go to Myriad? Because it loves to do that to me. All the way to 74. Marble. Alright. Or 72. Let's lower this guy to 60. Let's set this to be 0. Except that's not correct. Set you to be... What do I set you guys to be? Negative 135. Negative 135. Not bad. The M has to be at 0, though. That's fine. Okay. So we'll have to do stone. Set that. That's going to be at negative 135. And that's going to be at 72. Or not, really. Are these not 72? Well, they are. No, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. And now it's being stupid. Or not. Really? Why doesn't it... Oh, because it's not stone, it's step. Ah! I was like, why isn't it working? That should fit. Alright. So now I can duplicate these guys. Drag them over. Of course, it's only going to drag one of them because it loves to spite me. Marble. This over to the left. And last thing is going to be marble. So duplicate this. Grab that and put it right there. Ta-da! Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and left shift this so that I can try to line up my marble texture. Okay, so it's... Yeah. Okay. Shift this over one. Okay, now it's actually lined up 1-to-1, so I don't have to try and match up sides because they're already matched up. So, save that, and now we're going to have the fun part of just like deleting all of this. So these texts are worthless, basically. Okay, so let's duplicate text. Let's drag this down to row 2. Just call it text. I don't need to worry about this, do I? Nope. Alright. Let's lock row 1. Grab this. There we go. Let's duplicate text. Move down to row 3. Lock row 2. Get rid of copy. Select this and move it down here. Looking good, looking good. I'm not crazy about how close those two are. Ah, great. I'll just have to live with it, I think. Oh, dang it. They're really noticeably not lined up properly. I was wrong. It's because I based it on the M. I forgot. M is throwing it off. Crap. Right. Well, that's fine. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's duplicate this. Let's move it down here. Let's get rid of this and let's lock row 3. Let's just grab this guy, move him down here. Okay. Good, 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 good. Alright, so we can unlock all of these. Close this, unlock this, and there we go. There's our base texture. Ta-da! Nice. So that's duplicate base. Call this normal. Let's turn the base texture so that it isn't visible. Let's get rid of that. Right. So marble. I guess let's go ahead and make both of these guys 50% gray. Alright, so we unlock that. I'm obsessive sometimes. I guess. Anyone playing anything good? Ah, crap. Anything good? Like I said, I don't think anything really big is out right now. There's a Ghost in the Shell game, I think, that just came out. Except, I've heard that it's not great, which is unfortunate. Because I really like Ghost in the Shell. It's a very good IP. A lot of potential there. But, you know, usually the people who get, or usually the people who license IPs don't have anything to do with them. They're not fans. They generally just want to make money off of it. I mean, that's fair. Obviously, it's business, but at the same time, you know, it's usually a crapshoot. Okay, so let's open all these guys up. Let's change our divides to be black here. So black. And then let's change our text to be, our text to be white. Because it's metal. Metal gets raised textures. Let's put all that in there. Alright, so now we go down to marble levels. Let's select our divides. Those are all black already. We already did that. That's convenient. And our text. Yeah, let's leave it black too. So it's sunken in, it's stone. Well, then, hooray! We're already done. We didn't even have to do anything. Isn't that nice? Close all that. I hate that it keeps opening up again. Yes, I know. It's not bad. Alright. So there's our normal map. Zoom out a bit. Looks good. Hit save. Okay. Next is the mask. Oh, the mask. Right. Let me think. How do I want to approach this? So we're going to need a metal and a marble split. That's obvious. Then we will need metal tile and metal divides split. Then then marble tiles and marble mortar split. I think that might be it. Actually, that we might not have to be too complicated on this. Let's duplicate normal. Call this masks. Unlock this. All right. Let's go ahead and make a new one. Make a new one. Call this metal marble. Let's duplicate RBG. Just move it up into here. Just move this up here. Call that metal stairs. Call this marble stairs. Need this. Alright, let's make this one white. Call this one black. Alright, lock that, turn it off. So there's our divide. Right in the middle. Next, we're going to need metal divides. I don't know what to call those because they're not mortar. You don't have mortar for metal. It's more like soldering points, or I don't know what they're called. Be interesting if I had bolts there, but it would just, no, it couldn't be red. It'd be too small. Unless you were running like 4K textures. So, okay. I never thought about it, but I don't know why I don't just develop these textures in 4K and then try to work from them in Substance Designer, because they get downsized to 20 or to 256 anyway. But I feel like having them in 4K at the start might be good for. I guess it doesn't matter. It's an SVG. It's not like it's going to scale poorly. That's fine. Okay. Maybe I'll just call this metal. And I'll call this next one marble, because I don't need more than one for each, I think. Right? Because I'm not actually, because metal doesn't get a special mask for its text. since it's just supposed to be part of the original metal. It's not like stone, where stone has to be chiseled out. The metal is usually raised from the same piece of metal. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's move this into metal. Let's move this into marble. Delete stairs. Brah. This into marble. And actually, you know what? Let's delete this. It's fine. Then, ooh, really? It's not, oh, never mind. I thought for a second it was like a white overlay. I'm like, that's not good. But no, it was just this. So 1024 by 1024, and its position should be 512 by 512. Ta-da! Crap. Hold on. Right. Well, actually, you know, that's fine. So there's the background. I need to get rid of this. So I don't need text at all. Okay, why? Fine, I'll delete you one at a time, I guess. Why was it doing the marble? Because of course I was on marble and not metal. Oi, 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 oi. Duplicate this. Move this up here. Okay, let's try this again. All right. This. All this crap up. Delete text. Don't need to do anything special for the divides, which is nice. This. All right. So let me select all of this. Turn it to be white. White. Nice. Okay, so next, we're going to have these guys. Right, and let me lock that, turn it invisible. And we want you to be white, basically, everywhere. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think we could just select the whole thing, couldn't we? Aha! Genius! Alright. Cancel there. Okay. So now I think we're ready to start our wonderful export process that we normally go through. Let's do that. Let's save everything. Okay, so now we can start our exporting. So that was an SVG. Actually, crap. Rename this. Magma. I guess I'll just call it stairs, actually. So I gotta say, crap! Okay. Command Z, Z, Z. There we go. Woo! Magma stairs. About saved over, I don't know, probably about 30 minutes worth of work. I gotta give it a more appropriate name. So I'm just gonna call it marble, or magma stairs. Because it's not just marble anymore, it's also metal. So now, well, we can close that without saving that. Let's delete all this. Save out our base color. Alright, open recent. Magma stairs. Close all this, close this. Get rid of that. save this out. Oh, I almost forgot. Normal. Man, it has been a while. Ugh. Open recent files. Stairs. Normal and base. Okay. Get rid of metal and marble. And just call this SVG. That's where mask. Metal marble. And that should be underscore. Alright. Open this back up. Delete these guys. Open this. Mask. Metal. Save that. Last one. Recent files. Get rid of all of these guys. Turn you guys on. Get rid of metal. And then last is magma stairs. Mask. Marble. Save. And okay. Alright, so that's everything. And now, go to Substance. Let's go ahead and new package. New graph. It is physically based. Call this magma stairs. Link, vector graphics. Pillars, ruin doors, stairs. Get all that stuff. Alright, color. Did I forget my normal? I think I forgot my normal. I did. Whoops. Grayscale, 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 and grayscale. Alright. So first up, let's space these guys out some. Because they're all going to be very different. Alright. Move our masks over to the left. Space them out. Move our color up here. Move our normal up here. Let's add 2 normals. Then of course we're going to go to our normal maps. Normal combine. Grab that. Move these guys into here. Move that into there. Go to OpenGL for both of these. Okay, right in there. Bam. Alrighty then. Let's grab this. Put it right there. Already got some of our normal working. Actually looks pretty nice. It's very... Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. It's obvious that you can tell where it sinks in and where it doesn't. It's good. Alright. So let's move this so that it's better aligned. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do blend. It's going to eventually feed into there. I'm going to have uniform color. Let's space things out a little bit more. Let's move you up to here. Space them out so they're 3 apart, I think. Yeah, that's good. There's our uniform color. There's our other uniform color. Go in here and in here. And let's set you to be more of a white. This will go all the way. Let's go to 100 each. Alright. So this is our base. There's our... roughness. That was not what I meant, actually. Um, that was metal. Metallic. There we go. Although we're going to have a very, very similar thing for roughness. The only difference is this is going to be all the way to white. Actually, no, it's probably going to be closer to like 200. Alright. So somewhat there. And this is a very, very interesting roughness. I don't know, I kind of like that. But let's go to 150. So not quite as rough as the marble, but not smooth, smooth either. So we'll leave that. That's pretty good. Save this out. Starting to get more detail. That's always nice. Don't need a height map or anything on this. Let's see. So that's all good. All right, perfect. Okay. So here is where we're gonna start getting fun. So ultimately, we're gonna need a blend node up here. It's being powered by this guy. That's where this is gonna come in for our base. And then we're gonna need a different color for our top. All right. So let's go to noises. Let's grab grunge map 09 bitmap maybe. Let's try this. All right. Let's grab another blend node. Put this in here. Let's grab two colors. Color. Drag that in right there. Let's make this one red, just so that we can see a big variation. Pull this in here. That's about right. And then we're going to need right. Another blend node. Pull this in. It's gonna end up being our final one. It's gonna go here. This will be there. Okay, so this is gonna go all the way up here, and then we'll need a color for uniform color. Ta-da! So it's like blood red marble right now, but in the future it would be a little more forgiving. Or even, I'm not sure if this would look better or worse. It's fine, I think. I'm gonna go to like 200, 200, 200. And we'll leave it like that for now. Put this here, because I like to have one space between everything. Which means I can drag these guys over here. And there we go. That's all correct. And looks nice. All right. So now, let's add a blend node. Oh dear. Why did you do that? Put that there. Add a blend node. Based off of this. This guy is going to go to there already, I can tell you that. And that's where that's going to go. Except that's not right. Go figure. So actually, we're going to have a blend node. It goes here. This goes here. And then we have a Noise, probably Dirt 5, I believe, is our go-to for this. For mortar. Um, let's try Dirt 6. It looks a little more densely compacted. Put that in there, and then there's our, oh, sorry, not our base, our top. There we go. Makes it pop more. I wonder if that's worthwhile. It'd be better to have it as a solid. It's fine, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, let's grab that. Position you there. So now we're going to need our metal effects. Oh, guess I should save. I haven't saved in a while. Check my normal. So marble looks good. But I'm not sure what to do with the stone steps. I don't want it to be too... I don't want to use dirt, because dirt makes it look bumpy, like it's not formed well. But it should be quality metalsmithing, just aged. I might look into some rust effects. Ugh, let's try that. Do edge detect. This is going to be an interesting test. That wasn't what I was expecting. That was not what I was expecting at all. Ah, because it was too round. I was gonna say, jeez. 0.25 edge. Okay. Let's do edge where? I don't know what this is doing necessarily. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Should be an edit. Yeah. Oh, wow. So it takes curvature and a mask. Okay. So I don't want an edge. I want curvature. Okay, so let's go for curvature. Really? That's interesting. It's going to take... Well, alright. Grab this, put it there. Oh, that's curious. Anyway. So that takes that. Huh. Really? That's a really, really weird effect. Hmm. Right. 0.5. Alright. Not crazy about that. That makes it kinda hard to tell, honestly. So I plug this in. It's not bad. But it also looks really, really odd. I don't know. I don't think it looks right. Let's try rust. No. Let's see. Edge. Blur, edge damages. I think I was using edge wear. Problem is that it's not really. I think I would need to use the models if I wanted to use that stuff. That would make more sense than trying to do it with the texture. Makes a lot more sense actually. It's kind of a crapshoot then trying to do this with that. So I, for now, I guess we'll keep it pretty smooth, which sucks. I don't want to do that really, but delete that, delete that, delete that. I don't know. All right. Well, PBR materials. No. There we go. Mass generators. Interesting. Oh. No. You're not going to do that. Well. Dang. Okay, so what's my mask going to be here? I need something. Okay. Do a Fresnel. Fractal Sunbase might be good. Like just all over it. So it's not perfectly smooth. I kind of like that. I think we'll do that. Then we can get rid of an entire mask. I'm not even using it. Okay. Grab all of this. Move it up one. All right. Well, that seems to be everything that I need. All right then. So let's save that. Start exposing these. So let's expose this as marble rough. Expose metal rough. Marble metallic. Metal metallic. All right. Expose this as marble base color. Expose this as marble accent color. Alright. Then expose this as marble text color. Marble text color. Alright. Alright. Let's go to our graph. Put everything in here. Magma stairs. Author is, of course, me. Ah, okay. Let's open up all of this stuff. Call this marble rough. Slider, clamp it. 0.75, 0.7. Oh dear, float 4. That's not right. Ah, crap. That was stupid. Okay, float 1. I didn't do it properly. That was stupid of me. Okay, float 1. So this should be grayscale. There we go. Go back here. Clamp that. 0.5. Metal rough. Open up all these guys again. So this guy is a, oh, not an integer, a float 1. Slider, clamp it. Let's see, marble metallic is going to be 0. Metallic, metal, metallic. It's a float 1 slider, that's fine. Then let's say 0.25, clamp it. Alright. Marble base. Ah, I can't spell. Marble base color. Marble accent color. Marble text color. Alright, let's move that above base color for the time being. Sweet! Oh dear. Oh, it seems like everything went to crap. Well, give me a second here. I will fix that. See, so bottom, so that's going to be metal. Ah, crap. Expose this to metal metallic. Expose this to marble metallic. Oh, freaking marble metallic. Expose this as metal rough. Expose this as marble rough. There we go. That's better. Okay. So all of that is correct. And all right. So, we can save this. Let's take a look at it inside Substance Player. So here's what it looks like. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It looks nice. Go ahead and up-res it so to 1024. Of course, that always makes it pop even more. I really like that. I like the metallic being slightly metallic and slightly reflective, or slightly smooth. I think that works very well. Yeah, that gives it a good matte feel to it. Nice. Okay. And I just look at our marble. It's pretty good. Nothing terrible. Nothing. It looks a little rough, but I think that's just because of the color choice. I think we could change it around. Let's make our text color a little bit more yellowish. Oh dear. Really? Our accent color is... Oh. Oops. That's fine. That works. I really shouldn't call it text color then. But our text color also controls our mortar, so I should call it our mortar color, not our text color. Um, Okay. So let me close this. Let me go back here. Let me rename that stuff real quick. So magma text or marble mortar color. And let me change it right here to mortar. Alright. Make sure that this is being controlled by the correct thing. Magma or marble mortar color. Okay, let's take this back out one more time. All looks good. Let's see, magma mortar color. Let's change this to be bright red. Good. Change our marble base color to be bright blue. Oof. And then trifecta of green. Look at that. I feel like I just made an Atari 2600 game in the modern world. Well, to be fair, that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Ooh, red. Makes it very hard to look at. Okay. I wonder if I should make the... My marble rough isn't really rough. Yeah, okay, I gotta do that too. So, I was a little hasty going into my rough. Because I'm going to also need to do this. No, that's right. That's right. Okay. Move this guy down one. This guy down one as well. And move these guys over to here. Add a uniform color. Grayscale. Put that there. And make it one. There we go. Because we want our marble mortar to be rougher than the rest of the marble itself. So we're going to expose this to marble mortar rough. Alright. Hit OK. Let's go back here and rough. Make it a slider. Clamp it. And then let's go ahead and move it up to there. Let's hit save. Let's hit play. Take a look at it. There we go. Got the light bouncing off a little bit nicer now. Except it totally didn't send it, so I lied. That was me saying things before I even checked it. Did that not save properly? What is that to marble? Mortar rough. Okay. Mortar rough. It's all true. Clamping. Okay. Let's try this again. Marble, metal, metallic. It's not doing it. Huh. Okay. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and say save this. Maybe I had to save it? No. Okay, I'm going to try publishing it. Downstairs. And I'm going to try opening that. Seeing if that works. Maybe it just caches it for some reason. So magma and marble. Magma stairs. Let's see. Huh. What the heck? It doesn't show up. Marble rough, metal rough, metallic, metallic, color, color, color. What the heck? It's right there. I can adjust it just fine. What's going on here? Look at that. I can even affect it. Huh. Okay. Well, why is it doing that? It's very strange. Is it not affecting anything? Doesn't look like it is. Oh. Oh, dang it. I hate it when I do that. Dang it. God, dang it. Okay. So the connecting line from this node that was just the metal and marble split in half was going straight through the other node, so it looked like it was connecting properly, but it was not the correct node that was connected. God dang it. Let's try playing again. Ah, look at that. There it is. Right there. Jeez. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to redo these. So you can see that these ones are split up into X values as opposed to their... Yeah, okay. That's me being stupid. Okay, so let's just... That's rather frustrating. So I'm going to redo these then. Clear. 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 And clear. Clear. Save. Let's see. This is roughness. 0.5, so I believe, I don't know, 150. And roughness for you was probably like 200. Let's see. This is metallic. 50. Okay. Okay, so let's go back here. We're going to get rid of marble rough, metal rough, marble metallic, and metal metallic. And then we're going to go through and expose them again. Because it looks like it cached their values as float 4s and not float 1s. Which is problematic. Because it makes the sliders look different. So let's expose this as marble rough. Need a U in there. Okay. Expose as metal rough. Alright. Expose as marble metallic. Expose as metal metallic. Alright. Let's go to our magma stairs object. Cool. So now we gotta flip all these guys up. Slider, clamp it, 0.75 value. Marble rough. Alright. Metal rough. Slider. 0.5. Make it clamp. Marble metallic. Slider. Clamp it. And then metal metallic. Slider. 0.25. Alright, so let's move these into position. Marble rough. Metal rough goes after that. Marble. Oh dear. What just happened? Metallic. Alright, so now everything's appropriately aligned at least. Let's see what it looks like. Let's up it to 1024. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So let me go ahead and maximize this stuff again. Not quite as noticeable as I would have hoped. The only reason I noticed this is because of how looks like the color is washed out here on the stone. But you can see the shadows here. Maybe that's just because it's a normal map and not a color thing. But anyway. Can I reset these? That'd be nice. Probably not. Oh, unless this is. Oh, that's cool. Um, okay, let's up this to 1024. Actually, let's go to 4K just because I love seeing these things in 4K. Takes a little bit for it to calculate, but we get really, really, really nice pixel difference here. Oh wow! You can even see like I always thought that those were round, but they're actually just squares. Huh? Look at that 4K showing us everything. Anyway, so there's that. Let's look at it in 1024. After 4K, it looks so bad. Okay, I think that works pretty well. Well, all right. Let's go ahead and export the bitmap. Go to PNG. Only do base color. Export. Close. All right. I think we're gonna call it a night after that. Just because it's kind of a been a long. It's gonna be a long week for me, so I'm probably not gonna be too intense on these streams this week. But I will be. I will be streaming tomorrow, as opposed to Friday of this week because I have a final that I have to watch over. Um, and tomorrow we'll probably be doing programming. Maybe doing a little bit of mail scripting to get the stair tool changed up. See what we can do with it, and then we'll go from there. Thursday we'll probably do some more programming, maybe some more texturing. Who knows? We'll see what we have coming up. Or we'll see what we decide to do. Because this texture that we developed tonight is going to be used for some of the interiors in the Magma River level. Looks really nice. So we probably won't get to use this material right away. It'll take a little bit of time for us to model things out, but the bee's getting cut off. But in any case, I think it looks fairly decent. So, yeah. As always, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Which next time will be tomorrow, as opposed to our usual skipping of Wednesdays. So,